to confirm if there's any batch involved.
It is ready.
Copy, waiting for alteration.
We're about 10 seconds away.
Copy, waiting for alter age, Richard.
Yeah, here it is. Roll alteration, roll alteration.
Alter age coming up. There's a gap between bat and ball and flat line. No bat involved. Let's go to ball tracking when ready.
Landing is ready, and through the buggy. Here it is, come on, hook one. Roll hook one, through hook one.
Ball tracking coming up, Richard. Original decision is out. Pitching in line, impact in line. Wickets hitting. Stay with the original decision. Stand by. Your on-screen signal now.
That will be the end of the Netherlands trump card in Max O'Dowd. It's a big wicket. It's 26 for 3.
आ गया नया एरियल ब्लू फॉर्मूले के साथ जो गिराएगा धूल, मिट्टी और पसीने के दागों की हर दीवार।
थम सके ना जो बने वो तूफान, आजा बने वो तूफान। सारा खून पसीना और ये जान जुनून के नाम।
जिंदगी से शेयर्स खरीदो और बेचो, प्रॉफिट बनाओ, पैसे कमाते जाओ। स्टॉक ट्रेडिंग इतनी सिंपल। वाओ! डाउनलोड जिंदगी ऐप नाउ।
नेमत कुकिंग ऑयल से बना हर खाना है अपनायत और गिसायत से भरा, क्योंकि नेमत से जिंदगी।
डायमंड टायर, पाकिस्तान का सबसे मजबूत टायर जो आपको दे महफूज सफर।
हमारा रहबर सबसे बेहतर।
ज़ोंबी की प्रो लगाएं और डिजिटल हो जाए। 40
He scores for the World Cup. Scott Edwards quite than what he may have wanted to, but he's had a few crucial innings that's helped them get to this stage. Scored big, but enough at times, particularly in that first round. As he got outside the line. Chad Khan has had a little chat with his keeper, maybe saying it's outside the line.
10 seconds. Shadab insisting that it is inside part of the pad.
5. Pakistan wants another look.
Third umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. Original decision on field is not out. I've checked the front foot. It's a fair delivery. Let's start with front on spin vision, please. Take that back for me, please. Clearly pad first. Let's go to ball tracking when ready. Ball tracking up. Original decisions not out. Impact outside off stump. Stay with the original not out decision. Stand by. Richard, your on-screen signal now.
On-field umpire is getting it right at the moment. Confirmed. Upstairs from the third umpire, Langton Rusere.
3 left, gents. Rizwan straight away indicated that it was outside the line. Shadab thought that because it came back, might as well have a go. And there it is. That's how he plays. He goes for that sweep and reverse sweep a lot. But the googly from Shadab, and he always indicated that because this hits sort of inside of that pad, that might be in with a chance, but it was quite far outside the off stump. Rizwan was right. So it's 1-0 for Rizwan.
Keeper, keeper, keeper.
Pakistan still lose the review though. Long stride forward first of all, but also enough to get outside the line. Yeah, wasn't the right decision to go upstairs. Everything else has gone the way of Pakistan. Again, looking for the sweep is Edwards. So go-to shot, 28 for 3.
आज गली में क्रिकेट तो कल स्टेडियम की विनिंग विकेट। ऐसे टैलेंट को बढ़ाने में साथ दे रहे हैं हम थ्रू द इंडोर क्रिकेट कोचिंग प्रोजेक्ट।
Zong Wiki Pro लगाएं और डिजिटल हो जाए। 40 GB डेटा, 250 अदर नेटवर्क मिनट्स, सिर्फ 399 रुपए में पूरा हफ्ता। Zong 4G।
State Life Insurance Corporation of Pakistan.
मॉडल वाले बालों के लिए मॉडल वाला शैम्पू। फॉर हेयर फॉल पैंटीन इज माय चॉइस।
इसमें है फर्मेंटेड राइस वाटर और प्रो विटामिन फॉर्मूला जो सिर्फ 14 दिन में हेयर फॉल कम करे। पैंटीन।
The other good thing is that Nawaz is back bowling. He didn't bowl in that previous game. You remember that game against India. That might have hurt him a lot. But just get him back on the crease and bowl some overs. Yes, 2 right-handers on strikes. That's why he's in the attack. But major bowler for Pakistan and he needs to be bowling.
To do quite a lot to make some room there. Looking at where they've got the field placed. This is a big playing surface. There are some pockets, there are some gaps. Well aware of the fact that the captain of Netherlands loves the sweep.
And exactly like that, he's raced back for the second. It's a large playing area. The throw's not perfect. You can almost bank on getting back for the second. And Scott Edwards was just touching down as if the car picked up to throw, and it wasn't perfect.
Oh, he's got to get back now. Quite a long way down, Ackerman. Turn quickly. This is what can happen in these situations, can't it? A run-out just feels like it could be happening. He had come a long way down as well, Edwards, and Ackerman just responded to him. See a lot of that from Edwards, hoping that it's fruitful. The Netherlands need runs desperately. It's 34 for 3. 10 overs are gone. It's time for a drink.
फैसल इस्लामी, पाकिस्तान का बेहतरीन इस्लामी बैंक।
मैं हूं शाहीन अफरीदी और मेरा बैंक है फैसल इस्लामी।
फैसल इस्लामी, बढ़ो यकीन के साथ।
इसी मैच में तो मुझे आउट किया था नसीम शाह ने। नहीं
इनके लिए तो नसीम शाह से आउट होने की सीधी सादी खुशी है।
मैं इसका एक पिक्चर लूंगा।
Nestle Fruta Vitals Sparkling Fruit Drink, the delightful fusion of soda and fruit juice.
K&N's, ताकि आपके प्यारों को मिलती रहे सेफ एंड हेल्दी चिकन।
पाकिस्तान का सबसे ज्यादा बिकने वाला मोटरसाइकिल टायर, ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी।
और
किसी पे नजर क्यों जाए?
केयर हनी लोशन।
ये शीशा नहीं जुड़ने वाला। लेकिन क्यों? आसिफ अली ने शॉट मारा था।
रुखसाना आंटी के लिए आसिफ अली से टूटे शीशे की सीधी सादी खुशी है सुपर। Nestle Fruta Vitals Sparkling Fruit Drink. The delightful fusion of soda and fruit juice.
State Life Insurance Corporation of Pakistan.
जो कैनन इलेक्ट्रिक वाटर हीटर लगाते हैं वो बांटने से नहीं घबराते हैं।
जिंदगी से अपनी सेविंग्स म्यूचुअल फंड्स में लगाओ, बेस्ट रिटर्न पाते जाओ। इन्वेस्टमेंट इतनी सिंपल, वाओ। डाउनलोड जिंदगी ऐप नाउ।
Zong Wiki Pro लगाएं और डिजिटल हो जाए। 40 GB डेटा, 250 अदर नेटवर्क मिनट्स, सिर्फ 399 रुपए में पूरा हफ्ता। Zong 4G।
With new Blesso bleach cream, पाव सितारों जैसी ग्लो।
टायर मजबूत, सफर महफूज। डायमंड टायर।
Nestle Fruta Vitals Sparkling Fruit Drink. The delightful fusion of soda and fruit juice.
आज शतरंज की बारी, कल जीत की बाजी। ऐसे टैलेंट को बढ़ाने में साथ दे रहे हैं हम थ्रू द एंग्रो माइंड स्पोर्ट्स प्रोग्राम।
ओमेगा विस्टा लाहौर जल्द आ रहा है।
Simply Sufi, add new flavors to life.
फैसल इस्लामी, पाकिस्तान का बेहतरीन इस्लामी बैंक।
मैं हूं शाहीन अफरीदी और मेरा बैंक है फैसल इस्लामी।
फैसल इस्लामी, बढ़ो यकीन के साथ।
With new Blesso bleach cream.
Looking for two. No, they don't get it. I thought they might have.
Still got all my orange gear from that game. Sprinted on. I can't run as fast as that anymore, but my word, I remember sprinting as fast as I could. That was an extraordinary game of cricket. Pakistan have been exceptional with the ball, both the spinners and the quicks. Really got a stranglehold on this Dutch innings so far.
Well, here's a bold hit for one. Came down the wicket, but only as far as long on. I think they need a gust of wind. It's a ship that's marooned at the moment. Short, straight boundaries, big square boundaries. You can see that reflected in the lengths they've bowled. Nothing very full. Another of the same ilk.
And I think coupled with that, they've been exceptional in the field in terms of their depth, where they've been fielding. We haven't seen many twos, and normally that would be the stock and trade of a lot of batting sides on a ground such as this. You're trying to dink the ball into the leg side or the offside and try and score twos rather than try and hit fours and sixes. But they've been cagey enough in the field, secure in the knowledge it's not going to go for four past them.
Well, it did come down the wicket. He was aiming for a boundary in front of the wicket. I think it went about 180 degrees in the opposite direction, but he'll take it. It's only the third boundary in the innings.
First four since the fifth over. I think precious few. You take them any way you can, including that nick past what would be a first slip. Yeah, they're looking for two again, and again trying to come back, but called no by the man at the other end. So when you know as an outfielder that there's no danger of them hitting the ball past you because they're not scoring fours, you can position yourself in the outfield in such a way that you're always securing the 2. 43 for 3.
With new Blesso bleach cream. पाव सितारों जैसी ग्लो.
40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट होने वाला पाकिस्तान नंबर 1 एक्सपोर्ट टायर ब्रांड सर्विस.
KNNs, ताकि आपके प्यारों को मिलती रहे सेफ एंड हेल्दी चिकन.
Nestle Fruta Vitals Sparkling Fruit Drink. The delightful fusion of soda and fruit juice.
Zong Weekly Pro लगाएं और डिजिटल हो जाए. 40 GB डेटा, 250 अदर नेटवर्क मिनट्स, सिर्फ 399 रुपए में पूरा हफ्ता. Zong 4G.
State Life Insurance Corporation of Pakistan.
सर्विस कहाँ है? सर्विस ही तो ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी.
I will say this in defense of the Dutch, and I don't know if you'd agree with me, Dirk. I think this is the best bowling attack in the tournament. Pakistan, and especially now when they're playing 4 quicks, 2 spinners. Both the spinners are all-rounders. I think most conditions, this is the best bowling attack.
I think particularly on this surface, I think you're right. I think maybe I'm not too fussed that they bowled the spinner again. You've got to look at the makeup of how the Dutch have gone through this innings. They've done 2 overs striking at 6, 2 overs striking at 5, everything else less than that, except for that previous over. So that went for 9. So I think now that you saw that maybe it was a bit easier to score off the spinner, maybe next time you're not going to go back there. So I think we'll see quicks operating predominantly from now out.
My suggestion that they might be the best bowling side of the tournament is produce a sharp response from the normally mild-mannered Sean Pollock.
Inform him he can go back in his box. So, look, I'll be really interested to see South African bowling attack on this surface against the Indians tonight. I think they'll be extremely effective. Can't wait to see Anrik Nokia bowl out here. That's just straight out scary.
Right, we're all set. 44 for 3. Batsman ready. Oh, it's quick. Did well to stay on 2 feet at the end, didn't he?
Well, look, I think he's just happy that he didn't fall over, and then he starts appealing. And normally when something like this happens, you need to come up with an excuse as to why you either appeal like he is there or why you're almost falling over. So he brings in mid-off and mid-off to start scuffing up the crease, as though he was slipping at the crease. It's got nothing to do with the crease. You're normally just doing that just to, well, try and hide your stuff up, really. If you're out there on that surface, it really is a hard pitch. This is a wonderful pitch for cricket, particularly for fast bowling. Maybe this pitch is probably a little bit leaning towards the bowling side of things. I think we only need to look at that scorecard. But that would also be belying the quality of Pakistan fast bowling that we've seen so far today.
What? 38 balls not scored off. That's 39 now. 3 or 4 genuine quick bowlers. Pakistan, 45% of their deliveries have been over 140 kilometers an hour. Where's Sean Pollock? South Africa 32%, Pakistan 45.
Doesn't necessarily mean that you're a good bowling attack if you like that.
But I knew you were going to get there.
But it's certainly more exciting to watch.
It's got to provoke Tolly sometimes. It doesn't happen too often. There's Rauf. much finer can you play a shot on the onside? It's almost not on the onside because the keeper's gone off towards the off. That's an extraordinary shot.
He's almost played this into Rizwan's left glove. It was so fine. You must say it was exceptional execution. And particularly brave on this surface as well. Knowing how bouncy it is and how fast this ball's coming off the pitch.
I venture to say, if the keeper had not moved to his right, he might have been a caught behind. $49 for 3 from 12.
जिंदगी से शेयर्स खरीदो और बेचो, प्रॉफिट बनाओ, पैसे कमाते जाओ। स्टॉक ट्रेडिंग इतनी सिंपल। वाओ, डाउनलोड जिंदगी ऐप नाउ।
और किसी पे नजर क्यों जाए?
केयर हनी लोशन।
थम सके ना जो बने वो तूफान, आजा बने वो तूफान। सारा खून पसीना और ये जान जुनून के नाम।
अपनों की रहलीज पे रहें, एक कॉल पे मौजूद, ताकि मुस्कुराते रहें पाकिस्तानी, खुशहाल रहे पाकिस्तान।
केएनएन्स नेमत कुकिंग ऑयल से बना हर खाना है अपनायत और किसायत से भरा, क्योंकि नेमत से जिंदगी।
टायर मजबूत, सफर महफूज, डायमंड टायर।
हमारा रहबर सबसे बेहतर। ओमेगा इनक्लेव फैसलाबाद जल्द आ रहा है।
न्यू ब्लेसो ब्लीच क्रीम, पाव सितारों जैसी ग्लो।
जो कैनन इलेक्ट्रिक वाटर हीटर लगाते हैं वो बांटने से नहीं घबराते हैं।
Fourth of the quartet. He's pushing long on back. Wow, if you're bowling at that speed, you want long on back. Just a single though.
This sort of speed on this sort of pitch, really it's on a surface like this, and when it's fast and bouncy, you almost have to bowl with a more defensive field. Just try and bowl regulation length, and it seems to be so productive. I think when you try and get too cute on this surface is when you can go for runs.
Oh, lovely. His stock ball is the one that comes back into the right hand. It's come back in a long way. 50 might be up, but they've huffed and puffed and only just got there.
I think as a batsman you'd be doing very well if you managed to get bat on that. That ball's come back in a long way off the pitch. Look at that. Just eking over the top of off stump. Well bowled again.
And at 140.
I think what I like about this type of field as well, this regulation field, it also allows you to bowl every single ball in your arsenal. Because you've got fine leg third man, you can bowl short, you can target at the stumps because you've got protection. And at mid-on, you won't be hit back over your head. Good luck trying to hit your fast bowler on this pitch over mid-off inside the circle.
Gets a lot of bat, finds the fielder. Now, how are we doing on fantasy points so far? Bangladesh versus Zimbabwe. It was a very close match eventually. Sean Williams 123, but Taskin Ahmed's been so good for Bangladesh, 101. Najmul Hussain Shanto opened the innings 92. Richard Ngarava, such a good bowler, 72. The Fizz got 68. Oh, that is quick again. That is quick again, and batsman's first reaction is how high was that? Not high enough, says the umpire.
So far across this innings, the Dutch haven't been able to put bat on any of these short balls. So it's almost a guaranteed dot ball every single time you bowl a good bouncer on this pitch. That one just would have skimmed the top of the squat show at the top of the helmet there.
Probably drifting down leg side. Get a leg wide. Runs have been scarce. 53 for 3 from 13.
New always 0% leak worries, 0% odor worries, 100% herbal freshness.
Nestle Fruta Vitals Sparkling Fruit Drink. The delightful fusion of soda and fruit juice.
पेश है नया जिलेट ब्लू 3 फ्लेक्सी अब सुपर लॉक पैक में।
Zong Wiki Pro लगाएं और डिजिटल हो जाए। 40 GB डेटा, 250 अदर नेटवर्क मिनट्स, सिर्फ 399 रुपए में पूरा हफ्ता। Zong 4G।
थम सके ना जो बने वो तूफान, आजा बने वो तूफान। सारा खून पसीना और ये जान जुनून के नाम।
The single now directed and he was gone. The more interesting thing was how quickly did Shaheen Shah Afridi get to the ball, because that's been a slight issue with him, and I think he did all right there.
Great agility. Never really a run in at him. Once there was that hesitation at the start. Had all three stumps to aim at. That's not even in the picture. Fortunate to get there.
When your first reaction is to throw, isn't it? You can be sitting at home and saying he had time to aim.
Once again, a straight-ish short ball is nigh on impossible to score off. Dutch have got no solutions.
Just keeping an eye on his speeds. 133, 134 to start off.
Well, he's clearly not at his absolute pinnacle of bowling speed, but he does bring a lot of skill.
Still they find the fielder, but they'll come back for two and come back quite easily. Still only 4 boundaries. This is the 14th over. That is 2. That is only the 4th time they've run 2.
For me, that's the big challenge. You're trying to face this shorter bowling. It's almost a comedy when you watch it like this packaged together. They just can't put bat on ball.
Oh, just short. Because the fielding wasn't clean, they'll get a single. Can they contemplate 2? Yes, they do. Now that can't be 2. Pakistan have been caught napping a little bit here.
And that's just the 5th too. On a ground like this, you need to try and run the field is ragged, but not able to do so. And we've just maybe lost a little bit of a thumbnail, or seems to be a little bit of blood on that thumb. Sometimes you can get that when you get a ball on the top of the finger there. You can separate the nail from the thumb. It's not very comfortable. Go off and just get that strapped up. Should be okay. Doesn't look particularly concerned.
One of the nice things about this T20 World Cup is the association with you. Girls playing cricket. $14 gone, it's 59 for 3.
इसी मैच में तो मुझे आउट किया था नसीम शाह ने। नहीं
इनके लिए तो नसीम शाह से आउट होने की सीधी सादी खुशी है।
मैं इसका एक पिक्चर लूंगा।
आज गली में क्रिकेट तो कल स्टेडियम की विनिंग विकेट। ऐसे टैलेंट को बढ़ाने में साथ दे रहे हैं हम थ्रू द एंग्रो क्रिकेट कोचिंग प्रोजेक्ट।
State Life Insurance Corporation of Pakistan.
थम सके ना जो बने वो तूफान आजा बने वो तूफान मेरी जान सारा खून पसीना और ये जान जुनून के नाम मेरी जान
और किसी पे नजर क्यों जाए?
केयर हनी लोशन।
ये शीशा नहीं जुड़ने वाला। लेकिन क्यों? आसिफ अली ने शॉट मारा था।
रुखसाना आंटी के लिए आसिफ
Should get another couple. Talked a little while ago there were not enough twos, and since then they've run 3.
They need a lot more of them. Speaking with Maker announced in the middle earlier today, the Dutch at the end of every game hand out a batting award, and in the last 2 games
one left.
probably reviewing this, maybe hoping that the ball's going to go over. Looks straight enough, but I think on this pitch you've always got to have that seed of doubt. Is that ball going to go over?
We have a play review for LBW. Original decision on field is out. I've checked the front foot. It's a fair delivery. Let's start with front on spin vision, please.
Yeah, and roll red.
Doesn't look like there's any bat involved. Let's go to ultra H to confirm. Take that back a frame for me. Thank you, that's pad. Thank you, pad. Let's go to ball tracking when ready. Ball tracking coming up, Richard. Original decisions out. Pitching outside off stump. Impacts in line. Wickets hitting. Stay with your original decision. Stand by. You're on screen signal now.
So you stay with the umpire's decision, and Shadab picks up another wicket. Colin Ackerman's out for 27. It's 61 for 4. Shadab now is 3 for 15. And more.
मतलब डैंड्रफ वापस कल ही तो शैम्पू किया था।
ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स। इसका बाकायदा इस्तेमाल करें खुश्की के जर्म्स पर असर 100% तक। खुश्की मिटाए, कंधे से बोझ हटा दे।
ये शीशा नहीं जुड़ने वाला। लेकिन क्यों? आसिफ अली ने शॉट मारा था।
रुखसाना आंटी के लिए आसिफ अली से टूटे शीशे की सीधी सादी खुशी है सुपर।
KNNs, ताकि आपके प्यारों को मिलती रहे सेफ एंड हेल्दी चिकन।
फैसल इस्लामी, पाकिस्तान का बेहतरीन इस्लामी बैंक।
मैं हूँ शाहीन अफरीदी और मेरा बैंक है फैसल इस्लामी।
फैसल इस्लामी, बढ़ो यकीन के साथ।
आज उछाली हुई बॉल बने कल जीत की पहचान। ऐसे टैलेंट को बढ़ाने में साथ दे रहे हैं हम थ्रू द इंग्रो वॉलीबॉल डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम।
थम सके ना जो बने वो तूफान आजा बने वो तूफान मेरी जान सारा खून पसीना और ये जान जुनून के नाम मेरी जान।
डायमंड टायर, पाकिस्तान का सबसे मजबूत टायर जो आपको दे महफूज सफर।
Zong Wiki Pro लगाएं और डिजिटल हो जाए। 40 GB डेटा, 250 अदर नेटवर्क मिनट्स, सिर्फ 399 रुपए में पूरा हफ्ता। Zong 4G।
With new Blesso Bleach Cream, पाव सितारों जैसी ग्लो।
जर्मन टेक्नोलॉजी वाले सर्विस टायर्स लगवाओ, क्योंकि ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी।
ओमेगा रेजिडेंशियल झंग जल्द आ रहा है।
Logan Nabak is a reasonable batsman, but of course he's a bowler in this side.
It's got to be as close to like for like, isn't it? Plus the leader bowls too. He's put that in the gap as Roelof van der Merwe is running well. He's fully recovered. Now we're going to get the first 3 here. They're running one for the throw. There he comes charging to the non-strikers, and well run.
They need a lot more of these. I think the challenge for the Dutch is they've just lost the only man who's looked like being able to score. He's only gone on to run a ball, but he's actually looked like he's had a plan in mind to rotate the strike and try and explode towards the end of the innings.
Now he's played that fine. That'll beat the fielder. Much needed runs. A boundary comes in. It's only the 5th of the innings.
This is what Edwards is so good at. He's fantastic at manipulating the ball, moving around the crease. Didn't want to miss that. But he's executed that nicely.
Just short. Just short of the man at fine leg inside the circle coming in. And so Shadab bowls out. 15 gone. It's 68 for 4.
जिंदगी से शेयर्स खरीदो और बेचो, प्रॉफिट बनाओ, पैसे कमाते जाओ। स्टॉक ट्रेडिंग इतनी सिंपल। वाओ, डाउनलोड जिंदगी ऐप नाउ।
इसी मैच में तो मुझे आउट किया था नसीम शाह ने। नहीं,
इनके लिए तो नसीम शाह से आउट होने की सीधी सादी खुशी है।
मैं इसका एक पिक्चर लूंगा।
State Life Insurance Corporation of Pakistan.
With new Blesso bleach cream. पाव सितारों जैसी ग्लो।
जो कैनन इलेक्ट्रिक वाटर हीटर लगाते हैं वो बांटने से नहीं घबराते हैं।
And I get it. It's a bit like the other night when Zimbabwe got to 130. Now, that was always the question mark. Could they squeeze to there? Something like that. Hasn't quite gone to plan, Sean Pollock, but can they, well, with Van der Merwe, Edwards is there, the skipper, can they get stuck in here and unleash?
You have to say, I've been impressed by what I've seen from Pakistan. I think the key from a bowling unit is to make sure you don't offer up any width on these kind of surfaces, because with the pace and bounce it can sort of go anywhere. But they've been pretty straight in general. Their lengths have been back over length. It's been difficult for the Dutch to be able to get hold of anything. Just the far boundaries so far. I suppose they're trying to squeak out whatever they can possibly in these next 4 and a bit overs, and then see what they can do from a defense perspective.
And taken! Yeah, it's a goodie. Iftikhar with a smart one running in, never easy, and it is swirling the breeze here in Perth. So much delight for those in green.
What they've done well is to get their fielders, both fine leg and third man, in the right positions, because it's been trying to use the pace of the Netherlands. This one's scooped up in the air. The contact's pretty good, but Iftikhar does well. Covers a bit of ground. Would have been concerned about it landing short. And Nazim has another wicket. So this has been really good from Pakistan. 5 down for the Netherlands. The captain goes for 15.
आ गया नया एरियल ब्लू फॉर्मूले के साथ जो गिराएगा धूल, मिट्टी और पसीने के दागों की हर दीवार।
Zong Weekly Pro लगाएं और डिजिटल हो जाए। 40 GB डेटा, 250 अदर नेटवर्क मिनट्स, सिर्फ 399 रुपए में पूरा हफ्ता। Zong 4G।
थम सके ना जो बने वो तूफान, आजा बने वो तूफान। सारा खून पसीना और ये जान जुनून के नाम।
आज गली क्रिकेट तो कल स्टेडियम की विनिंग विकेट। ऐसे टैलेंट को बढ़ाने में साथ
डायमंड टायर, पाकिस्तान का सबसे मजबूत टायर जो आपको दे महफूज सफर।
हमारा रहबर सबसे बेहतर।
Get back, young man. 20 years young, that is. And yeah, son of. A couple of those. Max O'Dowd played a bit with his father, Alex O'Dowd. First-class cricket for Auckland and New Zealand. And he played a bit in Northern Districts too, Alex. You're out there watching, I bet you are. In terms of the Dutch, and your son couldn't kick on today, but big Chris Pringle, there's his son. But he get a few here. Of a spectacled fellow. Bit of Victoria in the making, possibly. Against Nassim. Ambitious and a bit airy.
That's been the strategy. Try and use the pace as much as you can to your advantage. Getting across the stumps really early, maybe too early. I think it was a little bit too predictable, and allowed it Nassim to just adjust his length, bang it in short. They had got that fine leg very fine, as we mentioned, the dismissal just a few deliveries ago.
They want to go on the 16th. Now went York, and well played, young Pringle. Nice little scoot through mid-wicket. He'll pick up a brace. So another good over from Pakistan here. Only 3 but a wicket. 71 for 5.
सेफगार्ड से नहाना,
जर्म दूर भगाना।
फैसल इस्लामी, पाकिस्तान का बेहतरीन इस्लामी बैंक।
मैं हूं शाहीन अफरीदी और मेरा बैंक है फैसल इस्लामी।
फैसल इस्लामी, बढ़ो यकीन के साथ।
आज गली में क्रिकेट तो कल स्टेडियम की विनिंग विकेट। ऐसे टैलेंट को बढ़ाने में साथ दे रहे हैं हम थ्रू द इंडोर क्रिकेट कोचिंग प्रोजेक्ट।
किसी पे नजर क्यों जाए?
Get honey lotion.
जिंदगी से अपनी सेविंग्स म्यूचुअल फंड्स में लगाओ, बेस्ट रिटर्न पाते जाओ। इन्वेस्टमेंट इतनी सिंपल, वाओ! डाउनलोड जिंदगी ऐप नाउ।
Zong Wiki Pro लगाएं और डिजिटल हो जाए। 40 GB डेटा, 250 अदर नेटवर्क मिनट्स, सिर्फ 399 रुपए में पूरा हफ्ता। Zong 4G।
Van der Merwe. Oh, very airy in terms of let's show all three, Sean Pollock, and carve it.
Yeah, there's nothing like opening up that offside. That's where you can carve it away over extra cover or backward point. Van der Merwe's never going to die wondering.
No, I recall you doing that.
From time to time.
Oh, lots. Round about this breeze, it's been here. I've been here for a week, and it certainly has been quite stiff. No timing. Pringle this time. Well, Natalie Germanis has swapped posies. Your turn to be down there, Natalie. Now, look, you've got an eagle eye. What have you spotted for us, Natalie?
Well, from this distance, I've managed to spot what is actually a very special moment from Mohammad Rizwan's point of view. That little badge on his collar, that represents the ICC Player of the Month for September after his fantastic run of scoring against both Sri Lanka and England.
Holes!
Clatters into the leg stump. Things just are not getting better for the Netherlands. They've now lost their 6th, 73 on the board. Roelof van der Merwe, he goes for 5.
मतलब डैंड्रफ वापस कल ही तो शैम्पू किया था।
ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स, इसका बाकायदा इस्तेमाल करें, खुश्की के जर्म्स पर असर 100%।
सितारों जैसी क्यों?
सेफगार्ड से नहाना,
जर्म दूर भगाना।
ये
शीशा नहीं जुड़ने वाला। लेकिन क्यों? आसिफ अली ने शॉट मारा था।
रुखसाना आंटी के लिए आसिफ अली से टूटे शीशे की सीधी सादी खुशी है सुपर।
सर्विस कहाँ है? सर्विस ही तो ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी?
With new Blesso bleach cream, पाव सितारों जैसी ग्लो।
There's been a lot of dot balls, but there's also been a lot of wickets to fall for the Dutch. Having won the toss and gone up front first, wanted to bat, set a total. Logan van Beek is out there, other side of 30 these days. Spot on again, Harris Ralph.
Yeah, length is really good. You can see on the angle as well, trying to get him, or delivery to tuck up Ruler van der Merwe. Top to the stumps, always a nice sight for the fast bowler.
Yes, eagle-eye Natalie Germanis down there. Bit of September, bit of dancing and boogieing in September for you down there.
Yeah, absolutely. Mohammad Rizwan celebrating, of course, that he's ICC Player of the Month for September. The ICC Women's Player of the Month is India's captain, Harmanpreet Kaur, after her incredible run of scoring against England, where they won that ODI series in England. She made 74 undefeated and 143 in the second ODI, also undefeated.
Well, that's good carry. That really is humming here from Harris Ralph.
Okay, Natalie, well, I've got the stats for you from Rizwan.
Yeah.
553 runs at an average of 69, at a strike rate of over 130, 750s in 10 innings. So, no reason, no wonder he got that award on his collar. Quality September.
Yeah, absolutely. Playing against Sri Lanka and England in Dubai and Karachi, and just an incredible run of form. Mr. Consistent he was all the way through September. Just couldn't stop scoring.
Another good one to finish. They're going to hustle. Got to watch out for Shadid Khan and co. and close. 17 done. It's 74 for 6.
और इस मोहब्बत को हमेशा अपने अंदर कायम रखना, इसी का नाम तो सूफी है।
सूफी जो नाम है एतमाद का।
जिंदगी से शेयर्स खरीदो और बेचो, प्रॉफिट बनाओ, पैसे कमाते जाओ। स्टॉक ट्रेडिंग इतनी सिंपल। वाओ, डाउनलोड जिंदगी ऐप नाउ।
सेफगार्ड से नहाना,
जर्म्स दूर भगाना।
केएनएन लाया आपके लिए होम स्टाइल कोफ्ता, घर जैसी रिवायती लज्जत के साथ। सेफ एंड हेल्दी चिकन। केएनएन।
आज गली में क्रिकेट तो कल स्टेडियम की विनिंग विकेट। ऐसे टैलेंट को बढ़ाने में साथ दे रहे हैं हम थ्रू द एंग्रो क्रिकेट कोचिंग प्रोजेक्ट।
और किसी पे नजर क्यों जाए?
केयर हनी लोशन।
हमारा रहबर सबसे बेहतर।
Against South Africa. Shaheen with all his bristling menace back into the attack. You've got something to say, Sean Pollock.
Yeah, a little bit less on the fact that South Africa needs to be beaten, please. Just coming from you.
I'm neutral, you know that. There's no eye patch here.
That's why I steer clear of wishing victories on people or losses.
Don't. Never. I've been mentioning, particularly in Perth, in Melbourne, I was intrigued to watch the coverage. Oh, no, he's got there. Good hustle from Van Beek and Pringle. How far the keeper's been standing back, Polly.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surreal experience having fielded in the slip court at Perth. Obviously not on at this stadium because it's relatively new. But it's almost like taking a cover catch. And the sort of nick comes and you've got a bit of an eternity until it gets to you. You can probably move 2 or 3 meters either way as well. You've got that much time. So, and it normally carries through so comfortably. I wonder if there's a little method in trying to sprint through and pick up singles through to the keeper. That might be an option for teams.
Now coming round is Shaheen, and what are those advantages. You and I were right-handed. Just thought I'd do a little bit of name dropping right here now in the coverage. I saw the great Dennis Lilly on Friday, caught up with the great man. He always said if he ever came back again as a player in another life, he said definitely left-handed, no doubt. The advantage of coming round and over and the angles of left-arm quicks versus right-handers. Dennis Keith Lilly said I'd come back as a lefty. Oh, he's gone across there. Poor rifle. Well, he's a right arm himself. The umpire in the middle says no wide there. You've gone across, young Pringle. Improvising, can't blame young Pringle for that. Hence the non-wide. Up and over. Has he got enough on this? I think he has he? Bubba, is it? Oh, he tried. Into the blade, but just enough on it.
Yeah, I think Bubba will be a bit disappointed with it. He actually done the hard yards. He turned early, and that's what you often have to do when you're turning and trying to chase down a potential catch. He knew it was going to go over his head. He turns quickly, gets the hard yards in, and then as it comes over the shoulder, just didn't get into a strong enough position to take hold of it.
Oh, not far away from leg stump at all. Hence the reaction from Shaheen Shah Afridi. 18 overs bowled, 79 for 6.
Nestle Fruta Vitals Sparkling Fruit Drink. The delightful fusion of soda and fruit juice.
सर्विस कहाँ है? सर्विस ही तो ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी?
फैसल इस्लामी, पाकिस्तान का बेहतरीन इस्लामी बैंक।
मैं हूँ शाहीन अफरीदी और मेरा बैंक है फैसल इस्लामी।
फैसल इस्लामी, बढ़ो यकीन के साथ।
Zong Weekly Pro लगाएं और डिजिटल हो जाए। 40 GB डेटा, 250 अदर नेटवर्क मिनट्स, सिर्फ 399 रुपए में पूरा हफ्ता। Zong 4G।
जो कैनन इलेक्ट्रिक वाटर हीटर लगाते हैं वो बांटने से नहीं घबराते हैं।
थम सके ना जो बने वो तूफान, आजा बने वो तूफान। मेरी जान, सारा खून पसीना और ये जान जनून के नाम। मेरी जान।
ओमेगा विस्टा लाहौर जल्द आ रहा है।
With new Blesso bleach cream, पाव सितारों जैसी ग्लो।
You can see it actually casting some shadows. First of all, on the wicket, you see some of it sort of makes lines on the surface. There's also a lot in the outfield. I've got Mohammad Nawaz, who's actually to my left-hand side, and he's just about standing in a little bit of sun, but there's a lot of shade around him as well. So the fielders, we spoke about the wind and the fact that they obviously have to keep that in mind because it swirls around here, but that's something also they'll have to keep in mind is the sun that comes through. And it's sort of very mottled because of the stands and the design of the stands. It's something interesting for the fielders to sort of keep in mind, especially under the high catches.
It looks like it's going to work its way perfectly. The change of innings, it might just get the shadow over the ground, not be too much perturbing. It's interesting to watch Mohammad Wasim here and how he's getting this ball to tail into the right hand. As Pakistan always well known for the possibility of getting reverse swing, and it looks like just maybe at the back end here in the 19th over, the arm angle that he's delivering with, and we can see the shadow and the sunlight. But through the change of innings, it should have worked its way across the playing surface and hopefully be totally in shadow by the time Pakistan bat. Got him. Wonderful in-swinging Yorker delivery, and too good for Pringle. High pace, high movement, and that does the job.
Right on cue in terms of trying to bowl full and get a little bit of tail. So again, that slightly lower arm action and does help with this sort of delivery. As is Rudolph van der Merwe. Tim Pringle giving himself a lot of room, having his castle disturbed. So another one down. That's the 7th wicket down here for the Dutch. It's the end of Tim Pringle for 5, 81 for 7.
आ गया नया एरियल ब्लू फॉर्मूले के साथ जो गिराएगा धूल, मिट्टी और पसीने के दागों की हर दीवार।